What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out another video from me here on YouTube. Right off the bat, I have to say thank you all so much. I got so many views on the video of the day with DeeO, me getting the new bike. Of course, the clickbait helped, but it's not clickbait when it's actually what the video is about, I don't think. And no, we're not going to start clickbaiting. Don't worry about that. I got so many positive messages on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. My phone was absolutely blowing up with people excited for me about the bike, and I really appreciate that, you guys, because of course I am extremely excited. This was a big event. So what I want to talk about in this video and what you're going to be seeing on the screen, I think this was my second session out on the bike. The first one, as you can see, with the Pro Taper bars. So just doing a few laps here, and I apologize, you can hear me talking on the bike. I didn't want to totally mute it. I turned it down quite a bit. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I can hear it while I'm commentating here. First time I've done this in a while. Sat at my computer watching the footage back and commentating over it. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me know with that like button. Hit that like button if you're enjoying. But we're going to talk about why did I get a 2017 Honda CRF 450F when there's so many incredible bike brands out there. First off, Alta Redshift, out of my price range. Other things out of my price range, any bike that is a 2018. Unfortunately, didn't quite have that kind of money. Yes, I'm making payments on this bike, but payments for 2018 would have been that much more and not something I could swing. So with that being said, all the 2018 bikes, put a cross through them because those bikes, unfortunately, not happening. So the Yamaha, the 2018, heard good things about it. Supposedly a really badass bike. Hopefully I'm going to ride my buddy Grant's here soon. We already offered to switch bikes up and try it out. But 2018 couldn't get. The 2017, I rode my buddy Blaze's. Not a huge fan. I didn't really like the Yamaha that much, so put a cross mark through any Yamaha that's 2018 or older. Not really a bike that I'd want to have for myself. The Suzuki, the ones 2017 and under, again, they're great bikes. A Suzuki actually probably would have been second on my list, but it didn't really, I don't know. I wanted the Honda more, and the 2018 is kind of the bike I was eyeing up because it's a beautiful bike. I heard not the best things about that 2018. They have a few kinks they need to work out, but again, 2018s are out of my price range. Go ahead and slash Suzuki off that list. KTM and Husky, I would love to have a KTM or a Husky. I think that would have been a good choice too. But as we all know, they are very expensive bikes, and not just on your initial purchase. Wow, initial purchase, but afterwards with parts and accessories. If you break something or you want to change something up, those bikes or those parts are really expensive to get. At least that's what I've heard. Obviously, I haven't owned one, so I can't tell you 100%, but I have heard that they're very expensive. So I wanted to avoid that. Also, another thing we're going to throw on in there, spring forks. I've never had air forks, but I also really don't want to mess with them, getting the pressure right, and just things that can go wrong with them. As you guys have seen, a lot of bike brands are actually going back to spring. I think that's all that needs to be said, that the manufacturers are leaving air forks after running them for a few years. So Kawasaki air forks out of the picture, though I did hear 2019 Kawasaki's will have spring forks again. Regardless, though, not happening. And also, I had the Kawasaki, the 2012, for so long, I wanted to switch it up and try a different bike brand. So when you cross all those other ones out, you're left with the Honda. And I don't mean that in the way that the Honda's left over and whatever. The Honda, I think, was the best purchase for me. It has the spring fork. If you think about like the electric start, my leg is totally fine. I can kick the bike. I don't need the electric start. It could be kind of nice, but not necessary. And they made changes to the 17. I rode Mike's 17 quite a while ago when he first got it, I guess now about a year ago, and I really liked it. My favorite bike I've ever rode was a Honda. That was Brendan's MCR Honda. So of course that bike is a tier above anything else I'm going to be riding ever, because it was a quote-unquote factory, not really factory, but a Moto Concepts racing bike. Regardless, I like the feel of the Honda, so that's really what it boiled down to with getting the Honda. The next thing I want to address, what did I do with the Kawasaki? I said it in Day with DeeO, but some people missed it. No worries. We actually traded it in at Interstate Honda up in Fort Collins, Colorado, as a down payment for this Honda. I could have got more money if I would have sold it straight up, but that would have been a lot more time and effort, and plus that bike has over 150 hours on it. The top end has been rebuilt, but that's a lot of hours. I feel like trying to sell it to someone, they'd be asking and they'd get weary. This way, we just got the bike sold and used that money for the new Honda. Just a smooth, simple transaction. So that's what happened to the Kawasaki. And the final thing I want to touch on is modifications for the Honda. Of course, people think I should get Yoshimi or FMF, some sort of exhaust system, and yeah, that'd be cool, but you guys, the bike was a lot of money. I'm paying off every month, of course, and it doesn't leave a lot of room to be buying all these accessories, especially stuff that's not necessary. Now, you might say, well, DeeO, you got new bars. Yeah, that's not quite as much as a new exhaust system, though. And the exhaust system on the bike, it has so much R&D, research and development into it. The stock exhaust is awesome and it sounds really good. If you're going to replace the exhaust, I wouldn't do the single pipe conversion. I'd still want to keep the dual pipes. So you have to get 2 different mufflers, or, you know, same mufflers, but 2 individual mufflers, and then the rest of the system. It adds up really quick. Even if you get a nice deal, they're still very expensive. The other thing are the rims. I do 100% agree that the bike would look way sicker with some black hoops, but again, that's money that's not necessary. If I ride the bike and end up tacoing a rim or something, bending one up, and I need to get one, or get 2, I guess, I would probably go ahead and figure out a way to get some black rims, or at least some black hoops, and get something going like that. But for the time being, that's an unnecessary purchase that I really don't need to make. And as far as modifications and everything goes, the Honda is extremely powerful, like way more powerful than my Kawasaki. And of course my Kawasaki was a 12, but this Honda is just insane. And I haven't even put it in the 3rd map yet. It's just in the stock number 1 map. 1 is the medium one, as I understand. 2 is the slower whatever map. 3 is the most aggressive, whatever. But yeah, before I even got exhaust, I'd want to do some suspension work or something. That makes more sense to me, to do something to make the bike handle a little bit better and not get a weird swap like that, rather than giving it more power that I don't really need, or I would get the ignition redone. Regardless, at this point, I'm not going to be making any modifications like that to it. So I hope you guys understand. I hope you're excited for more videos of the Honda. Obviously, you're going to be getting a lot of content for this bike. I'm very excited about it. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Check out a video that YouTube recommends up in the top left there. And until next time, guys, as always, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice, and I'll talk to you later.